Okay, so get this, Einstein's equations? They might actually have a real-world solution. String theory seems to back it up. NASA just saw something wild. They found a weird signal inside a spinning neutron star that looks just like a traversable wormhole in the models. So, what if Einstein was right? What if wormholes aren't just sci-fi, but they're chilling right under our noses? This one neutron star winked, and maybe the whole universe winked back. It started with this kind of boring star called PSRJ 1708-4529. It's a neutron star spinning super fast, 716 times a second. It's one of many, but this one acted strangely. Space got warped for less than 1/100th of a second through gravitational lensing. It's hard to catch and even harder to explain. But get this, both LIGO and NICER telescopes saw the same exact warp at the same time. Usually, they look for gravitational waves and X-rays. Apparently NASA called it a ripple like you'd only see in wormhole simulations. What's the deal? A pulsar, a supergravity star, makes a signal that's crazy similar to a wormhole. This is cool, right? Neutron stars are extreme. They have crazy gravity that messes with space itself. For relativity nerds, they're perfect labs to test Einstein's theories under pressure. Wormholes have been just a theory for ages. But Kip Thorne thought they could hang out in spinning stuff like neutron stars. Scientists figured if you found a wormhole, you'd need a stable, spinning black hole or neutron star. Could this star have triggered the wormhole signature we've always talked about? Let's look at it. Theory 1. The star's spin made a tunnel in space. A paper a while back suggested that wormholes could exist in spinning neutron stars. The idea is the spin would keep the tunnel open, so things could go through. Did we just see that happen? What if the blink wasn't just energy leaving the star but something going somewhere else? Like a gateway. Did something actually go through the neutron star? And here's where it gets weirder. Scientists saw a delay in the star's signal. It wasn't supposed to be there. What's even weirder? The delay looked like a red shift. You see that with exotic matter, the stuff you supposedly need to keep a wormhole stable. Could this prove the energy thing wasn't random? This red shift wasn't from waves, dust, or bad timing. It looked like exotic matter messing with space itself. Okay, pause. What are we talking about? Wormholes. Sci-fi stuff, right? If this is real, it changes everything. Imagine. If wormholes are real, we might have just made contact with a whole new side of physics. It would change how we travel and how we see reality. Theory 2. The star isn't the wormhole, more like a signpost or balancer. What if this neutron star helps some bigger network by acting like the signpost? People think gravity and magnetic fields can make neutron stars anchor higher dimensions. Maybe these stars are part of a larger network, a cosmic one. Who knows what it's for? Here's the crazy part, a second star with a hidden signal. So, we were kinda getting our heads around PSRJ 1708-4529 when something else came up. It makes things even weirder. Scientists found something NASA missed. Back in 2016, another neutron star did the same thing. It wasn't close, but it was practically the same signature to PSRJ 1708-4529. Both of them showed gravitational lensing, the space warps that look like wormholes in theory. And they both showed energy moving that wasn't from waves. Here's the kicker. The second star is almost opposite PSRJ 1708-4529 in the sky. At first, it just sounds like a coincidence, right? Two neutron stars making similar signals, but the fact that it happened in almost exact opposite directions raises troubling questions. It's wild, you know? We can land stuff on Mars and find black holes super far away, but back on Earth insurance companies are still trying to rip people off like cavemen. Let's get back to the mystery. Could the two events be related? Could they be part of a bigger system? It would mess with what we know about space. Neutron stars aren't normal. They're leftovers from big explosions, super dense and warp space. Their behavior is pretty difficult to study, but these ones seem extra hard. If the stars are connected, maybe they're part of some intergalactic system we are just glimpsing. What if it's all planned? Suppose these stars are synced, ticking along across space? If they're part of a network, maybe they're planned for some purpose. How does this all impact wormholes? The concept that these stars could be linked could mean the signals that look like wormholes might be clues that something big is happening. The stars might be synced or there might be a bigger system. Which means the signals are structured, so the event could be more common than we think. Possibly these neutron stars act like balancers for wormholes. Maybe they gatekeep for complex wormhole networks. If the stars create and balance connections via space, then the signals would be a huge coordinated thing. Maybe the wormholes are positioned to link distant parts of the universe or service routes for unknown civilizations. A door opening and closing the cosmic gateway. The idea of a door opening and closing across the sky. There's a theory that these stars are acting as cosmic gateways that temporarily stabilize shut-off wormhole passages. Imagine a cosmic system in which neutron stars function as gateways to interstellar travel. These stars could serve as natural wormhole generators, acting like cosmic switches that create stable pathways through spacetime. If these stars are connected, then we could be observing some cosmic patterns. Let's consider the possibility that events stabilize a wormhole passage across space. What makes it even more interesting is the fact these stars are positioned nearly in opposite directions from one another. They're connected through space across the universe. The most likely issue is whether both these activities might be aspect of a larger system. Some theorists could suggest that these star arrangements in the sky are part of a cosmic grid or network that is something even more alien. If these stars are part of a system, then what other objectives aren't part of the hidden network? The main question is, are they watching us? If these two neutron stars are indeed part of a system, then it has greater meaning. How does this affect things that make us small among a big puzzle that includes life far from our solar system? Everything from speculation to the timing and coordination might suggest that we are discovering history. The door is opening. When we look at these stars, the universe is far more alien. If this is a large system that may open contact with alien territories. At the moment, the world is skeptical and research is being conducted. The doorway may be unknown. The cosmos is amazing and reality might need to be seen from a new perspective. Spacetime has to be challenged. Great knowledge can only come for these discoveries. Traversable wormholes. Wormholes were for science fiction. Wormholes could link distant places potentially. Discoveries could mean we're on the threshold, that concepts explore that redefines how we should reflect and see things. Science has theorized about spin and the fields of gravity. Let's now dive deeper. Wormholes are inherently unstable. For stars to generate wormhole-like signatures, there must be new mechanisms at play that have to be understood. We are viewing a new higher dimension of physics in real time. And we should question about harnessing knowledge for exploration. How could the link between the stars correlate? It seems as if one day we would see those cosmic systems be coordinated. What does this have to do with us and humanity? When there is stability by these stars, we might dream bigger more than what imagine. Alien civilizations could become a reality when this tech is mastered. However, it will mean danger if we aren't handling it responsibly. If events aren't random, that means that we should take a look what these revelations suggest. Are we part of a plan with extraterrestrial civilizations? The synchronization of these times might mean that we are not alone that stands at the edge of the cosmos. It's important to keep that ongoing research may want to verify if it across other parts of the Earth. We're moving fast. The Earth stands at the beginning of science and exploration. Whether or not the signs are leading new frontiers. Are things able to be comprehended? When scientists and astronomers are starting to challenge science fiction, and they need to develop wormhole activity. Are there things that wormholes give to engineering? Neutron stars distort everything. Conditions for opening wormholes exist thanks to these stars and rotation. Black holes can act as gateways. Might there be a chance of the accelerators running objects and objects related to engine that impacts the structure and world? The multiverse theory is the future. Our world is separate from dimensions. Universes can be portals between ours. And deeper existential questions remain if travel is now a possibility. Theoretical physics rethinks and redesigns things. A stable and foundational rethink can open our vision. What's malleable about higher dimensional structures? Could discovery mean a wormhole and a framework? Quantum mechanisms that correlate with phenomena could occur? Additionally, scientists should re-examine gravity. If gravity relies on spinning wormholes, then that may reveal what is currently uncovered. There are a lot of considerations. Before that, the sheer energy from the wormhole will require us to tap into exotic or antimatter. Wormholes have high dangerous energy with relativity and time. It's almost impossible. We also have to have considerations for ethics. And ask, what can we use it for? Will there be responsibilities when we grasp new knowledge that is too much to handle? Are there things like life? Collaborations are born for this. A new space. Our team has put an extreme effort to explore and build and provide benefits while preventing accidents. We need to discover these things for verification in new age times. And we need to watch from different angles as scientists look closer for anything near the grasp. The world and conclusions can become catastrophic. The cosmos beckons for the universe is vast and mysterious. If the Earth is in fact unlocking spacetime, then something will find a way on the other side.